Hi, I'm Majlis.
Hi, I'm Virginia. Welcome back to the Titan Robotics YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over a couple more chemical reactions. First, let's go over what chemical reactions are and how we can tell they are happening.
If you want more information on this, we encourage you to take a look at our earlier video or other online resources. But here's a quick refresher. A chemical reaction occurs when two or more materials come together to create one or more different materials. This change isn't reversible, which means we can't go back unless there's a different chemical reaction. There are four ways we can tell if a chemical reaction occurred: a color change, a temperature change, the formation of a solid, or the formation of a gas.
Last time we went over a reaction that causes the formation of a gas, a baking soda and vinegar reaction. This time we will be covering reactions that cause a color change. Our first experiment involves vinegar and copper. We will be turning a penny green. First, pick out a few pennies. This will work best with older pennies, minted before 1982, due to their increased copper content. For this experiment, you will also need a paper towel, a plate or dish, and a container of white vinegar. Place the paper towel on the plate, place the pennies on the towel, and pour the vinegar onto the towel so that the towel is saturated or fully wet. Now it's time to wait.
While we wait for our pennies to change color, let's take a look at what's happening on the chemical level. Here we can see the different elements, which each combine to make our different materials. These are our starting materials, or reactants, if you remember from our last video. Our first starting material is acetate, which is a byproduct of vinegar, which is also called acetic acid. So this is the acetate in acetic acid. We also have oxygen, which is found in the air. So in this reaction, we're actually using materials from the air as well as materials that we add to the pennies. And then we have copper, which is in the pennies. With these materials, we see the elements copper, carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen.
Now let's check on our pennies. We can see that they have turned green. This is from the formation of copper carbonate, a green pigment. This is the same thing that makes the Statue of Liberty green instead of orange. If we go back to our chemical equation, we can see that the copper, acetate, and oxygen have rearranged to form copper carbonate. The green pennies are pretty cool, but in our next experiment, we're going to make something lose its color. For this experiment, you will need a glass of water, some food coloring, and some bleach. Start by adding the food coloring to the water. You can add as much as you'd like. For this experiment, I'm going to use the blue food coloring.
Before we add any bleach, let's talk about what makes food coloring have color. Well, everything that has a color contains a chemical compound called chromophores. There are tons of different chromophores. Each one reflects light in a different way, causing different colors to appear.
In this cup, we have chromophores that reflect blue light. Okay, now let's add in our bleach. Make sure you have an adult help you because bleach can burn your skin. Add a few drops to your water and food coloring solution and the color will start to disappear. But why is this happening? Most chromophores are made up of chemicals with carbons bonded together. When these carbon bonds come into contact with the bleach, they break and the chromophores are no longer able to reflect light. The more bleach you add to your solution, the more carbon bonds you'll break, and the less color you'll see.
Thank you so much for learning more about chemical reactions with us today. If you have any questions or just want to say hi, please email us at frc5887@gmail.com and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Bye guys!